Well, good evening. Welcome along from the Minot Municipal Auditorium. We go to the championship here in Class B volleyball tonight. Mayport CG taking on Hazen. Looking at the team's records, these teams have met twice this year. I believe in the Central Cass tournament and again in the Delax Burlington tournament. They tied a game apiece when they met, I think this was at the Central Cass tournament to start the season. And then later on, out at the Delax Burlington tournament, Mayport CG defeated Hazen in 2 straight. This is the final match of the 1999 combined Class A and B volleyball tournament. Let's recap what happened earlier today. In Class A, 7th place this morning, it was Bismarck over Williston 3-1. For the consolation championship, or 5th place, Fargo South beat Jamestown 3-1. 3rd place match, it was Mandan over Minot in 3 straight. And for the Class A championship, Grand Forks Red River defeated Fargo North in 3 straight, 15-11, 15-7, 15-10. Snapping a 34-match winning streak by Fargo North. They had lost their season opener, had not lost since that point in time. So Red River repeats as back-to-back Class A state champions. In Class B this morning, for 7th place, Botno defeated Napoleon 3-1. For 5th place, Fargo Oak Grove rolled over Delax Burlington in 3 straight. And for 3rd place, Tioga beat Langdon in 3 straight, which brings us to the Class B championship. Hazen against Mayport CG. Pretty good crowd on hand here tonight. 2 more of the Mayport CG fans appear to have came out for the championship here this evening. Hazen with a nice following here as well. Wrestling-wise, we'll have a championship match yet to come. Chris Mueller at Hillsboro at 145 pounds. Earlier today, Tim Cassette of Mayport CG finished 4th at 215. Chris Ness of Mayport CG, 4th at 112. Miles Duffy of Hillsboro beat him in the 3rd place match. David Mueller, I know of Hillsboro, finished 3rd. Some of the other Hillsboro wrestlers placing as well. And we'll get all the final lowdown on that from Mark Hamry after we're done with volleyball this evening. And you'll hear that Chris Mueller championship match as well. Hazen and Mayport CG are going through their warm-up paces. We had a chance to talk to Mary Chilvers, head coach of the Mayport CG volleyball team, just a bit ago. We'll come back to hear that interview right after this 2-minute timeout. Busy on our pre-match interview with Mary Chilvers, coach of the Mayport CG Patriots. Congratulations last night. I thought from start to finish, you girls really played well.
Yes, I thought they hustled around, they passed well, they served well, and I believe we were prepared for the offense that Langdon threw at us, and so I was very happy with the way they played last night.
You had some nice runs serving. Ashley Strand had a nice one for you in game 1, and Amber Carlson in the other 2 games.
Yes, they did. Our philosophy has been the whole season, let's put the ball in play. That's the only way you're going to score points, and we're going to make the other team work for those points, or work for the side out. So, and that is something we stress heavily in practice. When we don't have a good serving night, it makes it a real tough uphill battle for us. But I was very pleased with the serving last night.
Your net play, Mandy Peterson, Kristen Swift, the Carlsteds all did a nice job again.
Yes, this was definitely a whole group team effort. Everyone was successful last night, and that was the key for us. Our reserve players, the players who come in off the bench, they are so prepared and so ready to go. The defensive specialists, the players who come in and just play front row and then go and take their spot on the bench, they have done an incredible job for us all season long. And we wouldn't be out there, we wouldn't be here, if they didn't come in prepared and ready to go at a moment's notice.
Hazen tonight, you played this team before.
Yes, we have. We've seen them the last 2 years out at Delax and at Central Cass tournament. They're a very fine team. I have an awful lot of respect for their coach, Kim Wolf. They play a very up-tempo game. They're very aggressive. They have good blockers. They have a very fine setter in Cassandra Wolf. She's got a real nice serve. And so and they also have Miss Volleyball candidate in Jessie Swanson, number 5. So I believe we're ready for them, but, we also know that it's going to be a grinding out type of match for us.
Watching them play out here, they look like they're like your team, a very athletic team.
Yes, I believe so. And they're very well schooled in the game as well. They know about angles. They know about high percentage shots. They know about eliminating those mental errors and just playing tough, from the minute that first whistle goes until the last dead ball.
know, at the beginning of the year, every team has a goal to play for the state championship. You're playing for it tonight, and I guess this is it. The girls just go out and let it all hang out.
You're right. This is when, if they've held anything back, this is where it all gets let out. There cannot be any type of hesitation tonight. The girls have to play the way that they have done all season long, because that's what got them there. That good, consistent, solid defense, offense, scramble around, never say die type of play, and that's what we have to have tonight against the Bison.
And I know your girls put in a lot of work in the off-season. They've worked hard, and I guess it's all paying off tonight.
Yes, it is. This is what all those open gyms, this is what going to camp has meant for the girls. It's put them in a position where they're very knowledgeable about the game, and now they're playing against a team who also has the same philosophy that, you know, you play, you don't just play 3 months out of the year. You have to play and keep perfecting your craft.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Dan.
Mary Chilvers, coach of the Patriots.
And we'll come back, continue with more on our pregame show here in 2 minutes. Welcome back to Minot as they are still going through their warm-up paces here tonight for the Class B championship. Mayport CG, their first appearance in the state Class B volleyball tournament, and they get their way into the championship game. Patriots earlier in this tournament defeated Fargo Oak Grove in the opening round in 3 straight, 15-13, 15-9, 15-4. Last night, Mayport CG over Langdon in the semifinals, 15-5, 15-7, 15-9. Hazen opened up on Thursday, the first match of the day. They defeated Botno in 3 straight, 15-13, 15-0, 15-6. In the semifinals, Hazen beat Tioga 3-1. 4-15, 17-15, 15-13, 15-6. I'm just going to look back here. I believe Hazen has some past championships here. Find the right spot here. And of course, you would know that we're... Let's see here. Hazen won a championship in 1993. That's the only time they placed in the top 4. Thompson had won the last 2 championships. Beulah had gone back-to-back before that. At the end of the tournament, there'll be the announcing of the Class B All-Tournament team based on this state tournament. The Class B All-State team, which is selected by the coaches. The Coach of the Year and the Miss Volleyball for Class B, which is selected by the coaches. The Class A Miss Volleyball was a co-award. Jenny Gackle of Jamestown and Cheryl Konchik of Mandan were named co-Miss Volleyballs. The other finalist was Heidi Kvistad of Red River. Jennifer Conlon of Mandan was named the Class A Coach of the Year. So there will be a welcome home for the Mayport CG volleyball team. That'll be at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon at the Mayport CG gym. Welcome home at 1:30 tomorrow at the Mayport CG High School gym for the Mayport CG volleyball team. And a reminder, we've got college basketball tomorrow night, NDCAC playoffs at 5:30. Mayville State will play Dickinson State. Our pregame coverage starts about 5:15 tomorrow afternoon. The men get a first-round bye. They'll play Wednesday at home against the winner between Minnesota Crookston and Dickinson. Lady Comets host Dickinson State late tomorrow afternoon, early tomorrow evening, however you'd like to look at it. We'll come back and take a look at some starting lineups for this state Class B championship match when we return in 2 minutes. Mayport CG will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Patriots are the Region 3 champs, a record of 31-8-2 on the season. They will start Mandy Peterson, a left hitter, 5'5", and a senior. Amber Carlson, a 5'6" senior, a setter. Ashley Strand, a digger setter, 5'4", and a senior. Katie Carlson, a left hitter, 5'7", and a freshman. Kim Cooley, a right hitter, a 6-foot sophomore. And Kristen Swift, a middle hitter, 6'3", and a junior. Patriots are coached by Mary Chilvers, assisted by Becky Hayden and Missy Larson. For the Hazen Bison, they are the Region 8 champions, a record of 33-3-4 on this season. They will start out this way. Teresa Reinhardt, a 5'4" senior outside hitter. Chrissy Wolf, a 5'3" junior setter. Carol White, 6'1" and a junior middle hitter. Jessie Swanson, a 5'10" senior setter outside hitter. Kara Repnow, a 5'6" senior digger setter. And Rhiannon Grimm, 5'8" and a sophomore and an outside hitter. The Bison are coached by Kim Wolf. That is her daughter, Cassandra Wolf, or Chrissy Wolf on the team. She is assisted by Stacy Zern, Tiffany Moose, and Steph Moss. So Hazen, the Region 8 champs, will be the home team on the scoreboard. Mayport CG will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Nice crowd on hand tonight for this championship match. Nancy Paytner of Cooperstown's referee. And the other official, let me go back here where they're all listed, is Linda Birch out of Minot. Handshakes all around as we are about set to get this underway. Again, we have a wrestling championship. Chris Mueller of Hillsboro at 145 pounds will follow this line with the final wrestling report of the night. Report CG, a couple of fourth-place finishers. Chris Ness at 112, Tim Cassette at 215. I know Hillsboro for sure two third-place finishers, Miles Duffy and David Mueller. Chris Mueller going for the championship. And they had some other place finishers as well. I don't have them all written down here in front of me. Patriots out on the court. Hazen will be coming out here shortly as we are about set to get things underway. Class B Volleyball State Championship. Glad to have you along tonight. And now Hazen making their way out. One of the line judges is Carolyn Nelson from Cooperstown. Mayport CG will start to get it underway. It'll be Ashley Strand to do the honors. Ashley with 3 aces in the tournament, 19 digs. We are ready. The serve underway. And it'll be an ace right off the bat for Ashley Strand. As that one off of Kara Repnow. Strand will serve again. 1-0 Mayport CG with the lead. Pass bumped ahead by Lori Hansen, who was not originally in the starting lineup. We got a net violation on the Patriots side out for Hazen. Serving for the Bison will be Teresa Reinhardt. Now what was I looking at? Lori Hansen. That's Mayport CG's number 3. There's an ace off the serve by Reinhardt. Sarah White is the number 3 for Hazen. Reinhardt again at the serve. Swift bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead. And under the net call on Amber Carlstead, that'll be a point for Hazen. They take a 2-1 lead. Reinhardt again will serve. Swift, pass ahead. Amber Carlstead returns it to Kristen Swift. Pounds one down. It'll be side out Mayport CG. Swift with 24 kills. And a discussion with Dave Jensen. They're separating kills and blocks here where they kind of add them together back east during the season. Talk about that later. Serving for the Patriots, Amber Carlstead. It's returned by Hazen, and a dig by Ashley Strand. Didn't get high off the floor. Carlstead tried to run it down, couldn't do it. It's side out for Hazen. Chrissy Wolf will serve for the Bison. They lead 2-1 here in game 1. Ashley Strand bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead. The set for Kristen Swift. Back row, Wolf plays it ahead for Grimm. White with the set, tips it over the net. Nice dig by Strand. Amber Carlstead, free ball. Peterson will send it across the net. Played ahead by Swanson. At the net, a block by Swift. And unable to get it over. The Bison. So I'm kind of scoring blocks and kills together. And again, I'm very unofficial with my stats, but trying to give you a rough idea. We'll get the official ones later. Mandy Peterson serving for the Patriots. They trail 2-1. Reinhardt pass ahead. Wolf with the set. White gets it across. It's deflected out off the Patriots. Side out for the Hazen Bison. We're going to get some substitutes coming in. Checking in for Hazen is Rachel Bosch. She is a 5'9 junior. Comes in to replace Kara Repnow. Sarah White to serve for the Bison. Amber Carlstead set for Swift. Cranks one down. Side out Mayport CG. Get a substitution for the Patriots. Jen Cooley will check in for Ashley Strand. Cooley, a senior at 5'10". Swift will serve for the Patriots. Still 2-1 Hazen here in Game 1, Class B Championship. Swift gets it across the net. Reinhardt pass ahead for Wolf. Sets it for Swanson. Tips it over. Amber Carlstead. Jen Cooley to Kim Cooley. Drops one in, and the Bison can't get it across on the 3 hits. They hit it a fourth time. There's a point for Mayport CG. We're tied at 2. Swift again will serve for the Patriots. Yeah, that was just in. Grimm thought it was going to sail out, but it dropped inbound, so an ace for Kristen Swift. And it's 3-2. Mayport CG takes a 1-point lead. Swift again to serve. Junior at 6'3". As across the half line, Reinhardt pass ahead for Wolf. At the net, trying to tip it over, and succeeding in doing so for Hazen is Rachel Bosch. So it's side out Hazen. 3-2. Mayport CG with the lead. Serving for the Bison is Rhiannon Grimm. Free ball. Amber Carlstead will set it across the net. Wolf with the set for Swanson, and she gets it down. That'll tie the score at 3. Grimm again to serve for the Bison. Katie Carlstead. Swift, free ball. Sent over the net by Peterson. Grimm, pass ahead, the set, and Reinhardt can't get it across. 4 hits on Hazen. Side out Mayport CG. Amanda Malachek will check in. Kim Cooley will come out. Malachek will serve. She has 25 assists, couple of aces, 8 digs in the tournament. Sends a deep back row. Wolf will bounce the pass ahead. Swanson. And sets it for Bosch, and she'll get it down. Side out Hazen. Score still tied at 3. Hazen will serve. It'll be Jessie Swanson with the honors. She's one of the Miss Volleyball finalists. Peterson bumps it ahead. Malachek set for Amber Carlstead. Sends it deep back row. Grimm pass ahead. Ball sent over and out of play by Bosch. It's side out Mayport CG. Mia Fury will come in for Katie Carlstead. Mia Fury will serve for the Patriots. 3-3 our score. Fury's serve goes back row. White pass ahead. The set for Bosch. Malachek sets it for Peterson. Sent ahead. Tipped over the net by Peterson. Nice dig by Swanson. Ball over the net. Blocked by Jen Cooley. Bosch, the set for Wolf, and Malachek called for a left side out. Hazen. Get a substitution checking in for the Bison. Carol Repnow will check back in, and she will replace Bosch. Repnow to serve for Hazen. 3-3 our score here in Game 1. Kristen Swift, Malachek, free ball. Amber Carlstead sends it over the net. Grimm, pass ahead Swanson. The set for Reinhardt, and that'll go off of Fury. And a point for Hazen. Bison will take a 4-3 lead. Repnow again to serve. And Fury stalled for a left. There's a service ace for Repnow. 5-3. Hazen with the lead. Repnow again to serve for Hazen. Swift, pass ahead Malachek. Sets it for Peterson. Can't get it over the net. 4 hits gone on the Patriots. And Mayport CG wants a timeout. 6-3. Hazen with the lead in game 1. We're back in 30 seconds. Peterson tips it over the net through a double block. Reinhardt, Swanson, and we got a lift called on Hazen. It'll be side out Mayport CG. Ashley Strand will check in. Jen Cooley will come out. Strand to serve for the Patriots. Six to 3, Hazen with the lead. Grimm, pass ahead, Swanson, free ball. White tips it over through a double block. Malachik at the net. Amber Carlstead tips it over and out of play. Side out. Hazen, Reinhardt will serve. She's got a couple of service points and an ace in this game. 6-3, Hazen with the lead. Fury, pass ahead, Malachik. Set for Swift. Pass bumps ahead by Rep down. High in the air. Pounded one down is White. Carol White with the big hit. There's a point for Hazen. They take a 7-3 lead. Reinhardt again to serve. Peterson. Malachik tips it over the net. Wolf. The set knocked over by Grimm. Fury. Malachik. High set for Swift. Pounds it through a block. Ball is passed ahead by Swanson. And cranking one down is Sarah White. Another point for Hazen. They take an 8-3 lead. There's a net serve. Side out Mayport CG. Kim Cooley will come in. Amanda Malachik on for the Patriots. Amber Carlstead to serve for Mayport CG. White, pass ahead, Wolf. Set for White, but that's deep and out of play. Hit it a little bit too hard. So there's a point for the Patriots. They now trail it 8-4. Swanson to Wolf. At the net, Grimm tips it over and down. Side out Hazen. Serving will be Chrissy Wolf for Hazen. They lead at 8-4 here in game 1. Strand, pass ahead, Amber Carlstead. Peterson. That goes off with the outstretched arm of Chrissy Wolf, trying to run it down, and a lift is called on a rep now, so it'll be side out Mayport CG. Katie Carlstead will come in, Mia Fury out for the Patriots. It'll be Mandy Peterson to serve for the Patriots. Mayport CG trailing 8-4 here in game 1. Reinhardt, pass ahead, Wolf. Set for Swanson, and that is deep and out of play. There's a point for Mayport CG. 8-5, Mayport CG trailing by 3 here in game 1. Peterson again will serve. Reinhardt, pass ahead into the net, unable to do anything with it is Wolf. Patriots trailing by 2. Peterson again to serve. Reinhardt to Wolf. Set for Grimm. Peterson. Ashley Strand runs it down. Free ball. Katie Carlstead will get it across. And diving and unable to return it is Rep now. So another point for Mayport CG. They trail at 8-7. Peterson will try to serve the tying point here. Reinhardt to Wolf. Set for Swanson. Tips it over. Katie Carlstead. Swift. Back it comes for Katie Carlstead. Reinhardt. Wolf. Set for Grimm. Kim Cooley has it, goes off her arms. Ashley Strand runs it down. Free ball. Carlstead a diving return. Great job by Amber Carlstead. Rep now to White. Free ball. Sends it across. Nice dig Peterson. Amber Carlstead. Set for Katie Carlstead. Reinhardt plays it ahead for Wolf. High set for White. Through a double block. She got it down. Side out Hazen. 8-7. Hazen with the lead here in game 1. Substitution. Rachel Bosch coming back in for Hazen. Kara Rep now will check out. Serving for the Bison is Sarah White. Hazen leading 8-7. Net serve. Side out Mayport CG. Swift will serve for the Patriots. She has 2 service points. An ace. Also 3 kills in this game. Swift with the serve. White. Wolf. And unable to get it over. Was Bosch. We're tied at 8. Score tied at 8. Serving is Swift for Mayport CG, and that sails out of play. Side out. Hazen. Score tied at 8. Rhiannon Grimm will serve for the Bison. She has a service point, also a kill. Peterson, pass ahead, Amber Carlstead. Back set for Kim Cooley. Nice dig by White. Swanson. Bosch sends it across. Peterson, Swift, free ball. Amber Carlstead will get it over the net. Set up the net. Reinhardt sends it deep back row. Peterson bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead, Katie Carlstead drops one down in a wide open space. Side out Mayport CG. Amanda Malachik will come in. Kim Cooley out for the Patriots. Malachik will serve. Score tied at 8 here in game 1. Ball returned from the back row. High in the air. Amber Carlstead, but she's called for a left. Side out. Hazen. Jesse Swanson will serve for the Bison. Score tied at 8. Peterson, pass ahead, Malachik. Set for Amber Carlstead. Drops one in. Side out, Mayport CG. Mia Fury in. Katie Carlstead out for the Patriots. Fury to serve. We're tied at 8 here in game 1. Listening to State Class B Volleyball and KMAV, Mayville, Portland. White ahead for Swanson. Tips it over. Peterson. Malachik set for Amber Carlstead through a block. Bumped ahead by White. Wolf leaves it for Reinhardt. And the tip by Reinhardt is down. Side out. Hazen. Repnow will come back in. Bosch will come out for Hazen. Kara Repnow will serve. She has 3 service points in this game, including an ace. Scores tied at 8 in game 1. Swift, pass ahead, Malachik. Sets it for Mandy Peterson. Pounds one back row. Grimm. Swanson. Reinhardt tips it over the net. Peterson. Fury. Free ball. Swift will send it across the net. Grimm. Swanson. Sets for White. Pounds it down. Hazen picks up the point. Rep now again with the serve. 9-8. Hazen with the lead. Yeah, that sails deep and out of play. Side out Mayport CG. Ashley Strand back in. Coming out is Jen Cooley from Mayport CG. Strand with a service ace here in game 1. 9-8. Hazen with the lead. White. Swanson. Back it comes White. And she set that seven way deep and out of play. Score tied at 9. Ashley Strand again to serve. Grimm bumps it ahead for Swanson. Set for White. Couldn't get it over the net. Patriots take the lead at 10-9. Again, Ashley Strand will serve. Grimm. Swanson sets it for Reinhardt. Blocked at the net by Swift. She gets it down. That's an 11-9 Mayport CG lead. And Hazen wants to call a timeout here in game 1. It's Mayport CG 11, Hazen 9. We're back in 30 seconds. Strand again to serve. 11-9 Mayport CG with the lead. Grimm pass ahead. Swanson the set for White. She can't get it over. 12-9 Mayport CG with the lead. Ashley Strand with the serve. White, pass ahead, Swanson, tips it over. Malachik, Amber Carlstead will tip it over the net. White, Swanson, back it comes Reinhardt. Blocked at the net by Swift. Swanson, set for White, blocked and put down at the net by Kristen Swift. 13-9 Mayport CG. Strand again to serve. She's served 5 straight here, has 6 service points in the match. White plays it ahead for Wolf. To Swanson. Back it comes White. Ashley Strand. Amber Carlstead set for Swift. Tipped it over the net. Ball bouncing around, and Hazen can't return it. 14-9. Patriots with the lead. Hazen wants a timeout. We're back in 30 seconds. Ashley Strand will try to serve game point here in game 1. Grimm, Swanson, White tips it over the net. Fury, high pass ahead, Malachek. Set and a free ball. Swift will send it across the net. Grimm, Swanson to White. Through a block attempt. Strand, Malachek tips it over the net. Ball kept alive by Amber Karlstad. Malachek over to Peterson, and that's deflected off of Hazen, and there is game point for Mayport CG. So the Patriots will take game one and come from behind fashion by a score of 15-9 over Hazen. We'll come back with game two in the Class B championship match right after this 90-second timeout. Mayport CG takes game one by a score of 15-9. 12 official numbers here. Mandy Peterson, 3 service points. Amber Karlstad, a kill and a service point. Ashley Strand, 8 service points, including an ace. 2 kills for Katie Karlstad. 6 kills, 3 service points, an ace for Kristen Swift. 4 Hazen, a kill for Chrissy Wolf. 2 kills, 4 service points, an ace for Teresa Reinhardt. Also for Hazen, 5 kills for Sarah White. Carol Repnow with 4 service points, 1 ace, a kill, and a service point for Rhiannon Grimm, and a kill for Jessie Swanson, 2 kills for Rachel Bosch. Hazen will serve to start game 2. Sarah Berglund will serve. Berglund is in for the first time tonight. She is a 5'7" sophomore. Mayport CG taking game 1 by a score of 15-9. After trailing by an 8-4 count at one time. I think it might have even been 8-3 at one point. Amber Karlstad tips it over the net. Return by Wolf. Amber Karlstad set for Swift. Tips it back row. Grimm, Swanson set at the net. White tips it over. Peterson. Katie Karlstad. Free ball. Peterson sends it across the net. And what do we got here? A net violation on the Patriots. So a point for Hazen. They take a 1-0 lead. Strand ahead for Amber Karlstad. Free ball. Swift will send it across. Quick return by Reinhardt. Swift high in the air. Back row. Berglund. Swanson sent over by Reinhardt. Kim Cooley. Free ball. Strand gets it across the net. Grimm for Swanson. Set for Reinhardt. Block at the net by Amber Karlstad. Reinhardt to Swanson. Tips it over. Nice dig by Amber Karlstad. Peterson hits it. Free ball. Strand will send it across. Grimm to Swanson. Reinhardt gets it over. That'll go off to Kim Cooley, and that'll be a point for the Hazen Bison. They'll take a 2-0 lead. 2-0 Hazen here in game 2. Berglund again will serve. Peterson bumps it ahead. Amber Karlstad. High set for Swift. Pounds one down inside out Mayport CG. Amber Karlstad will serve for the Patriots. She has a service point and a kill so far in action tonight. She's had a nice tournament. And she picked up an ace here as Sarah White couldn't handle her serve. So Mayport CG gets on the board, trailing 2-1. Amber Karlstad again up the serve and just picked up another ace. Score is tied at 2. Amber Karlstad again to serve for the Patriots. A lot of the fans painted up, especially the students, for tonight's match. White, free ball sent over the net by Grimm. Peterson, Swift. Back it comes Peterson. Couldn't get over the net. Side out Hazen. We're tied at 2. Teresa Reinhardt will serve for the Bison. Got 4 service points in the match so far, including an ace. Strand bumps it ahead. Amber Karlstad set for Peterson. That goes off of Reinhardt, and the Bison can't run it down. Side out Mayport CG. Score is tied at 2. Mandy Peterson will serve for the Patriots. She has 3 service points tonight. Got 3 aces in the tournament. Score tied at 2. Swanson. Wolf. White sends it across. Nice dig by Peterson. Amber Karlstad set for Katie Karlstad. Reinhardt. Swanson. Set for Grimm. Strand bumps it ahead. Swift to Katie Karlstad. Berglund dives for it, and nobody connects on the pass. Mayport CG will take the lead. At 3-2. Peterson again with the serve. Swanson to Wolf. Set for Grimm, and that's deep and out of play. 4-2 Patriots here in game number 2. They took game 1, 15-9. Peterson again to serve. Swanson to Wolf. White through a block. Peterson. Amber Carlstead set for Katie Carlstead. Reinhardt. Swanson sets for White. Strand with the dig. Amber Carlstead tips it over and gets it down. 5-2, Mayport CG, the lead. Hazen wants to call a timeout. Mayport CG leading here in game 2, 5-2. We're back in 30 seconds. Mandy Peterson again to serve for the Patriots. She's served 3 straight. 5-2, Mayport CG with the lead. Reinhardt, pass ahead. Wolf, set for White. Lobs it back row. Peterson bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead set for Swift. And it's put down by White, side out Hazen. Chrissy Wolf will serve for the Bison. They trail at 5-2. Mayport CG up 1-0. Peterson, Amber Carlstead to Katie Carlstead. Drops one in. Nice diving return, though, by Reinhardt, and that fell in between the Patriots. So it's 4-3 Mayport CG. Wolf again will serve. 5-3 Patriots. Strand. Kim Cooley. Free ball. Katie Carlstead can't get it over. Mary Chilvers telling you got to set it higher. 5-4. Hazen trailing by 1. Wolf to serve. Peterson to Amber Carlstead. Back set Swift. Sends a deep back row. Wolf to Grimm. White pounds one down. We're tied at 5. 3 straight points served by Chrissy Wolf. We're tied at 5 here in game number 2. Wolf again to serve. Swift called for a lift as she dove after that ball. And now Mayport CG wants a quick timeout. 6-5 Hazen with the lead. We're back in 30 seconds. Hazen with the serve. Amber Carlstead called for a lift at the net. Hazen will take a 7-5 lead. Wolf has served 5 straight points here for Hazen. Peterson, pass ahead, Amber Carlstead, set for Swift. Berglund, Grimm, free ball, sent over the net by Swanson. Ashley Strand. Amber Carlstead, Swift through a block attempt. Nice dig by Reinhardt. Wolf, high set for White, pounds it through a block. Peterson, pass ahead to Amber Carlstead, set for Kim Cooley. Wolf, Grimm, high set Swanson. Ashley Strand returns it out of bounds. Another point for the Bison. They take an 8-5 lead. Wolf will serve for Hazen. Peterson, pass ahead, Amber Carlstead. Back sets it for Swift. Nice dig. And then it's tipped over and returned by Katie Carlstead. Side for White, pounds it down. Side out Hazen. Sarah White will serve. First, we get a couple of substitutions. Checking in Rachel Bosch, and also coming in is Christy Mann. Mann's first action tonight. She's a junior at 5'7". Mann is going to serve in place of Sarah White. So Christy Mann will serve. 8-5 Hazen the lead. Swift bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead set for Kim Cooley. Drops one in. Found a wide open spot. Put it down. Malachik will now check in for Kim Cooley. Side out Mayport CG. Kim Cooley, the young sophomore, making great strides throughout the tournaments here for the Patriots. Malachik will serve. Sends it deep back row. Bumped ahead by Mann. Wolf with the set for Bosch. Returned it out of bounds. Patriots pick up a point. 8-6 Hazen. Malachik again to serve. Reinhardt to Grimm. Over to Bosch. Gets it across the net. Malachik bumps it ahead. Katie Carlstead. Set for Amber Carlstead, drops it in. Another point for Mayport CG. They cut the deficit to 8-7. Again, Malachik will serve. Man at the net chin. Cooley high in the air, puts one down as her and Grimm went up. And we're tied at 8. Malachik again to serve. Sarah White coming back in. Mann will come out for Hazen. 8-8 the score. Malachik will try to break the tie here. Grimm plays it ahead for Wolf. Swanson sends it back row. Swift, high pass ahead. Malachik sets it for Jen Cooley. Through a block attempt, she pounds it down. 9-8. A 1-point Mayport CG lead. Malachik again will serve. And that hits the net side out. Hazen. 9-8. Mayport CG leading. Rhiannon Grimm will serve for the Bison. She's got 2 service points in the match. Also a kill. Peterson, Swift, free ball. Amber Carlstead, back row. Grimm. Wolf to Reinhardt. And she got it over and down. We're tied at 9. Score tied at 9. Grimm again to serve for Hazen. Swift, pass ahead Malachik. Free ball sent over by Katie Carlstead. White plays it ahead for Wolf. Back sets it for Swanson. Tips it over. Nice dig by Katie Carlstead. Free ball. Malachik sends it over. Wolf. Swanson. Reinhardt. Block at the net, but it's returned out of bounds by Katie Carlstead. There's a point for Hazen. Bison get the lead back at 10-9. Rhiannon Grimm will serve for the Bison. Amber Carlstead to Malachik. Back to Amber Carlstead. Block at the net. Ball in the air. Jen Cooley tips it over. Drops it inside out. Mayport CG. Patriots trailing by 1. Mia Fury will check in for Katie Carlstead. Fury to serve for the Patriots. They trail at 10-9. Mayport CG up in the match, so 1-0. Wolf, pass ahead, Swanson. For Reinhardt, through a double block. Swift pumps it ahead, Malachik. Set for Peterson, and she got it down. A lift call on Hazen. Score tied at 10. Fury again to serve for Mayport CG. Returned by Wolf. Malachik. Set for Peterson. Cranks one down for the big kill. And it's 11-10. Mayport CG the lead. Hazen wants to call a timeout. We'll return in 30 seconds. 11-10. Mayport CG with the lead. Fury will serve for the Patriots. Ball tipped over the net by Swanson. Fury's pass doesn't connect with Amber Carlstead. It's side out. Hazen. Jesse Swanson will serve for the Bison. Peterson. Malachik. Back it comes Peterson. And she got that one in. Side out. Mayport CG. Just inside of the back line. Ashley Strand will come in. Jen Cooley checks out for the Patriots. (11-10) Mayport CG leading here in game 2. Diving return by White. Patriots can't play it off the net. Side out, Hazen. Get a substitution here for the Bison. Checking in will be Berglund, and coming out is Bosch. Berglund will serve for the Bison. She has a couple of service points in this game. 11-10, Bison trailing by 1. Berglund, a left-hander. Fury off the net. Patriots can't return it. And we're tied at 11. Berglund again to serve. Strand bumps it ahead. Malachik set for Swift. A little block, and it's potted down by the Hazen. Bison by White. And Hazen will take a 12-11 lead. Berglund again to serve for the Bison. And that's way deep and out of play. Side out Mayport CG. Kim Cooley will come in for Amanda Malachik. Amber Carlstead to serve for the Patriots. Couple of aces in this game. 12-11. Hazen leading by 1. White pass ahead. Swanson sets it for White. Pounds it down. Side out Hazen. 12-11. Hazen leading by a point. Mayport CG leads the match 1-0. Hazen trying to equalize it here in game 2. Reinhardt with the serve. Strand bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead. Peterson can't get it over the net. Well, there's a point for Hazen. They take a 13-11 lead. Mayport CG wants a timeout. Hazen leads 13-11. We're back in 30 seconds. Patriots set up Kim Cooley. She pounds one down. Side out Mayport CG. Katie Carlson will come in. Mia Fury out for the Patriots. 13-11. Hazen leading. Mandy Peterson serving for Mayport CG. Net serve. Side out Hazen. Chrissy Wolf will serve for Hazen. Strand, Swift, free ball. Peterson sends it over the net. Reinhardt, call. What we got here? A violation on Hazen. Side out Mayport CG. Jen Cooley will check in for Ashley Strand. Kristen Swift will serve for Mayport CG. 13-11. Hazen with the lead. Mayport CG will serve. And there's an ace. Is unable to dig that off the floor was Swanson. 13-12. Mayport CG trailing by one. Swift again to serve. Reinhardt bumps it ahead. Wolf set for White. That was out Peterson. Swift running it down. Free ball. Amber Carlstead got it over the net. Reinhardt. Wolf. Back it comes White. Sends it over. Swift bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead set for Kim Cooley. And that sails out of play. Side out Hazen. 13-12. Hazen with the lead. Bosch will check in. Berglund will come out for Hazen. Sarah White will serve for the Bison. White fault on the serve, so do it again. Swift bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead, Kim Cooley in the air. Back row, Wolf, Swanson, free ball. White sends it across, way deep and out of play. Side out Mayport CG. Amanda Malachik will check in for Kim Cooley. Malachik will serve. She has 4 service points in this game. 13-12. Hazen the lead here in game 2. White ahead for Wolf. Swanson tips it over. Katie Carlstead, Jen Cooley. Back it comes Katie Carlstead. Wolf sends it high in the air. Swanson to Grimm. Gets it across the net. Swift ahead. Malachik set for Amber Carlstead. Nice dig by White. Ball set to Grimm. Tips it over the net. Returned by Jen Cooley. Wolf to Swanson. Grimm in the air. Swift with the dig. Amber Carlstead. Free ball. Katie Carlstead gets it across the net. White to Wolf. The set. Nice dig by Malachik. Jen Cooley tips it over, puts it down. Patriots come back to tie it at 13. Malachik again to serve. Score tied at 13. White pass ahead for Wolf. And the return just in. I'm sorry, I was out on the return by Bosch. Another point for Mayport CG. They take a 14-13 lead. Malachik will try to serve game point. Reinhardt plays it ahead. Wolf, high set. Swanson tips it over, drops it in. Side out. Hazen. 14-13. Mayport CG leading. Hazen would have to go to 16 right now to win this. Grimm will serve for the Bison. Swift, pass ahead, Malachik. Back set, Katie Carlstead. White, Swanson. Ball sent over the net by Bosch. Peterson. Malachik. Set for Amber Carlstead. Block at the net by the Bison. Swanson will lift fault on Amber Carlstead. We're tied at 14. Serving again is Grimm. Swift, Malachik, Jen Cooley. Sends it over, puts it down. 5 kills unofficially for Jen Cooley in this game. Mia Fury will check in for Katie Carlson. Score tied at 14. Fury to serve for the Patriots. She has 2 service points in this game. Wolf ahead for Swanson. High set Reinhardt. Found that deep and out of play. Mayport CG will take a 15-14 lead. Fury will try to serve game point. Before she does, Hazen wants to call a timeout. We'll keep it right here. This will be, I think, a quick trying to break the momentum timeout. 15-14, Mayport CG leading here in game 2. Patriots are up 1-0 here in the championship match. Mayport CG came from behind in game 1 to win 15-9. It's been a back and forth battle here in game 2. So Fury to serve. Fury trying to serve game point. White to Bosch. Free ball sent over by Reinhardt. Swift. Malachik. Set for Mandy Peterson. Tips it over. Dropped it in. There's the game point for Mayport CG. And the Patriots will take a 2-0 lead here in the state Class B championship match. We'll come back with game 3 in 90 seconds. 2 games to none. Mayport CG have lead over Hazen. Patriots won game 1, 15-9, and come from behind fashion. They take game 2, 16-14. Unofficially here in game 2, Mandy Peterson had 3 service points and 5 kills. Amber Carlstead, 2 service aces, 2 kills. 2 kills for Katie Carlstead, 2 for Kim Cooley, a kill and an ace for Kristen Swift. 5 kills for Jen Cooley, 6 service points for Amanda Malachik, and 4 for Mia Fury. For Hazen in game 2, 6 service points for Chrissy Wolf, 3 kills, a service point for Teresa Reinhardt, 5 kills for Sarah White, 3 service points for Rhiannon Grimm, 2 kills for Jessie Swanson, 4 service points, including an ace for Sarah Berglund. Mayport CG will serve to start game 3. It'll be Ashley Strand, who has 8 service points tonight, including an ace. Those all came in game 1. Hazen now needs to win 3 straight. Let's stay alive. They got to take it a game at a time. Patriots just need to win 1 of the next 3 to be the state champions. Kind of a knuckle ball and unable to return it there as White. That ball came across the net, looked kind of normal, and the bottom just about dropped out of it, more like a sinker. On the serve by Ashley Strand. 1-0 Mayport CG with the lead. Strand again at the serve. Grimm ahead, Swanson, tipped over the net by Reinhardt. Nice dig by Peterson. Swift back to Peterson. She put it down. 2-0 Mayport CG with the lead. Strand again to serve for the Patriots. Again, a pretty good following here. Some more people on hand here tonight for Mayport CG. White pass ahead, Reinhardt tips over. Swift returns it. Grimm, free ball, sent over the net by Swanson. Kim Cooley. Amber Carlstead set for Swift through a double block. And what do we got here? A net violation on Hazen. On Reinhardt, there's a point for Mayport CG. They take a 3-0 lead. Ashley Strand again will serve for the Patriots. And dropped one in front of a diving Sarah Berglund for the ace. 4-0 Mayport CG the lead. Hazen wants a timeout. They trail 4-0. They're down 2 games to none in the match. We're back in 30 seconds. Another service ace for Ashley Strand. 5-0 Mayport CG with the lead. Hazen's going to make a substitution here. Cody Myrie's going to check in, and Sarah White will come out. Myrie is a junior at 5'7". Wolf tips it over. Ashley Strand bumps it to Amber Carlstead. Set for Peterson. Grimm. Swanson sends it over. Ashley Strand runs it down. Amber Carlstead. Set for Peterson. Berglund. Swanson. Free ball sent over by Reinhardt. Ashley Strand, Amber Carlstead. Free ball. Peterson will get it across the net. Backpedaling is Berglund. Wolf sends it over. Amber Carlstead went to pound one down. We're going to get a net violation on the Patriots side out Hazen. 5-0 Mayport CG with the lead. Sarah White back in, and Myrie comes out for Hazen. Reinhardt will serve. Teresa Reinhardt for the Bison. She has 5 service points tonight, including an ace. She also has 5 kills. That serve, side out Mayport CG. Amber Carlstead will serve for the Patriots. 3 service points tonight, couple of aces. Reinhardt. Wolf. Grimm is out of bounds. She tried to return it. There's a point for the Patriots. Mayport CG takes a 6-0 lead here in game 3. Again, Amber Carlstead to serve. Swanson to Wolf. Block at the net by Peterson. Hazen can't run it down. 7-0 Mayport CG. Carlstead again to serve. Grimm. Wolf back to Grimm. Katie Carlstead, Amber Carlstead, the set for Swift, pounded it down off of White. 8-0 Mayport CG. Again, Amber Carlstead will serve. Swanson, pass ahead Wolf. Set for White, lobbed it over. Peterson. Swift, free ball. Peterson will get it across the net. Reinhardt, pass ahead Swanson. Set for White. Strand diving after. She's called for a left. Good effort by Ashley Strand, but couldn't quite get to it. Side out Hazen. Chrissy Wolf will serve. She has 6 service points tonight. All those came in game 2. Strand called for a left. That gets Hazen on the board. They trail at 8-1. Strand bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead. Set for Peterson. Berglund. Swanson. Sets it for White. Blocked at the net by Swift, but returned it out of bounds. And there's a point for Hazen. They trail at 8-2. Again, Wolf will serve. Peterson. Pass ahead. Amber Carlstead. Back sets for Peterson. Returned by Wolf. Peterson. Amber Carlstead. High set for Swift. Berglund returns it, tipped over by Grimm. Katie Carlstead. Amber Carlstead went to set for Swift, and we have a net violation on Mayport CG. Somebody went under the net. Wolf again will serve. 8-3. Patriots at the lead here. They lead the match 2-0. And somebody moved, and now Mary Chilvers wants an explanation. So there's a point for Hazen, and now Mayport CG wants a timeout. 8-4, Patriots leading here in game 3. We're back in 30 seconds. That'll serve as ace for Chrissy Wolf. And it's now 8-5, Mayport CG leading by 3. Wolf trying to bring him back. Off the rest of her teammates, Ashley Strand. High pass, Amber Carlstead, Kim Cooley. Returned by Swanson, she puts it down. 8-6, Hazen trailing by 1. By 2, 8-6. My math escaped me for a moment. Peterson to Amber Carlstead, back to Peterson. Swanson, high pass, White, returns it to Swanson, free balls it over the net. Strand, Amber Carlstead for Peterson, through a block attempt, Reinhardt. Set for White, lobs it over, Amber Carlstead to Swift, high set, Kim Cooley, and she pounded it down, side out Mayport CG. Peterson will serve for the Patriots. They lead 8-6 here in game 3. Peterson tonight with 6 service points. 7 kills. Reinhardt. Swanson. Tips it over the net. Amber Carlstead set for Swift. Lobs it over. Drops it in. Little change of pace there on the delivery by Kristen Swift. Peterson again will serve. 9-6 Patriots. Swanson, pass ahead, Grimm. Free ball, sent over by Berglund. Strand bumps it ahead, Amber Carlstead, the set for Swift. Berglund, Swanson, high set, Grimm. And she got that one in, side out for Hazen. Got a substitution, Rachel Bosch will check in for Hazen. She'll replace Sarah Berglund. Sarah White will serve for the Bison. They trail at 9-6. They're down 2-0 in the match. Swift bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead, Katie Carlstead through a block attempt. Returned by Reinhardt. Amber Carlstead set for Swift. That's returned at the net by Grimm. 9-7 Patriots. Sarah White again to serve for Hazen. Peterson couldn't handle it. 9-8. Hazen trailing by 1. Sarah White serving as Hazen will try to tie up game 3. Peterson bumps it ahead. Amber Carlstead set for Katie Carlstead. Put one down. That was just a blue dart. Found an open spot and it dropped in there. Side out. Mayport CG. Jen Cooley in, Ashley Strand out. Kristen Swift will serve for the Patriots. Ball comes ahead. And getting it down is Bosch. Side out, Hazen. 9-8, Mayport CG leading. Rhiannon Grimm will serve for Hazen. Swift, pass ahead, Amber Carlstead. Mistimed that one. Point for Hazen. We're tied at 9. And Mayport CG wants the timeout. Scores tied at 9. We're back in 30 seconds. Congratulations to our pizza winner tonight, Amber Hansen, winner of a free small single topping pizza from the pizza shop in Mayville. Rhiannon Grimm again to serve. As we are tied at 9, Peterson, pass ahead, Amber Carlstead, Katie Carlstead, and a lift is called on Grimm. Katie Carlstead smacked that one pretty good. Side out, Mayport CG, Amanda Malachik in, Kim Cooley out, Malachik will serve. We're tied at 9 here in game 3, Malachik with the serve. Grimm ahead for Swanson, sends it over, she got it in. Just out of the reach of Kristen Swift. So it's side out Hazen. Swanson will serve for the Bison. Scores tied at 9. Peterson, Malachik, free ball, Amber Carlstead, and 4 hits are called on the Patriots. 10-9, Hazen leading. Swanson again to serve. Swift bumps it ahead, Malachik. Set for Amber Carlstead. White ahead for Swanson. Set for Reinhardt through a double block. Peterson with the dig. Malachik. Set for Jen Cooley. Got it down. Side out Mayport CG. Jen Cooley taking advantage of the sets tonight. Mia Fury and Katie Carlstead is out for the Patriots. Fury will serve. She has 4 service points tonight. Pass comes ahead. Swanson sets it for Bosch. Kept alive by Peterson. Fury back to Mandy Peterson. Tips it over. Nice dig by Grimm. Swanson and diving and returning it is Reinhardt. Malachik set for Peterson. Lobs it across. Reinhardt. Bosch runs it down. Jen Cooley sends it over. Swanson. Grimm. Reinhardt. Through a block attempt. Peterson diving. Returns it. Swanson will send it deep back row. Fury pass ahead. Malachik. Peterson lobs it over the net. Nice diving dig by Reinhardt. And then Grimm and Reinhardt run together. There's a point for Mayport CG. We're tied at 10. Fury to serve for the Patriots. And that goes off at Jen Cooley and out of play. Side out, Hazen. Sarah Berglund checking in. She will serve. Bosch comes out. Score tied at 10 here in game 3. Berglund, the left-hander, to serve for Hazen. Swift. Malachik. Set for Peterson. Diving return by Berglund. Fury runs it down. Malachik set for Amber Carlstead. Nice dig by Swanson. Wolf sets up White. Tips it down. Hazen will pick up the point. 11-10, Hazen takes the lead. Berglund again to serve. Patriots lead the match 2-0. Fury, Kristen Swift, free ball. Jen Cooley gets it over the net, dropped it in. Ashley Strand will come in, Jen Cooley out. Strand will serve. She has 5 service points in this game, 13 in the match. She's got 4 aces tonight. 11-10, Hazen leading by 1. White, pass ahead, Swanson. Sets it again for White, tips it over, drops. No, we got a net violation. White was on the net. So that's a point for Mayport CG. We're tied at 11. Again, Ashley Strand to serve. White, pass ahead, Swanson. Back set to Wolf. Diving after Malachik, free ball. Amber Carlstead sends it over. Grimm, Swanson, Reinhardt, and she pounded that deep and out of play. Patriots will take a 12-11 lead. Strand again will serve for Mayport CG.
12-11 Patriots, leading here in game 3, trying to close it out. Grimm, pass ahead Swanson. She decides to tip it over the net. Fury, Malachek. Kristen Swift lobs it over. Kept alive, though, by the Bisons. Fury, Malachek, set for Peterson. Berglund. Swanson tips it over the net. Malachek returns it. Swanson high in the air. White block at the net by Swift. She got it down. And Hazen wants a timeout. 13-11, Mayport CG with the lead in game 3. We're back in 30 seconds. Hazen trailing 13-11. Ashley Strand will be serving for the Patriots. Again, we'll have Chris Mueller's championship match at 145 pounds for Hillsborough. A final wrestling report coming up after volleyball tonight. Women's basketball tomorrow night, NDCAC playoff opening round play. Mayville State hosting Dickinson State. 5:30 game time, 5:15 pregame. Ashley Strand with the serve. White, Swanson, free ball. White can't get it over the net. Mayport CG. And Ashley Strand here will try to serve game and match point. Ashley Strand with the serve. Gets it across the net. White, pass ahead, Swanson. Free ball. Wolf sends it across the net. Fury bumps it ahead. Malachek set for Swift. High in the air. Lobs it in. Nice dig by Berglund. Swanson ahead. Reinhardt gets it across. Strand bumps it ahead. Malachek tips it over. She dropped it in this game and match point. And Mayport CG is your Class B champions for 1999. And the Patriots got into a wild celebration as they claim the state volleyball championship. Winning it 3 games to none, taking the 3rd game here by a score of 15-11. We'll come back. Go to our post-match report right after we take a 2-minute timeout. Mayport CG, your Class B volleyball champions for 1999 as they defeat Hazen 3 games to none, 15-9, 16-14, 15-11. Awards presentations going on. We'll have a lot of them to tell you about here in just a few moments. Unofficial numbers here. For the Mayport CG Patriots, Mandy Peterson tonight, 7 kills and 7 service points. Amber Carlstead, 2 kills, 6 service points, including 2 aces. Ashley Strand, 18 service points. 4 of those were aces. 6 kills for Katie Carlstead, 3 kills for Kim Cooley, 10 kills, 4 service points, 2 aces for Kristen Swift. 7 kills tonight for Jen Cooley. She came up big in both games 2 and 3. Amanda Malachek, a kill and 6 service points. In fact, she had the match-winning kill. And Mia Fury with 5 service points. For the Hazen Bison, Chrissy Wolf had a kill and 2 service aces. Teresa Reinhardt, 5 kills and an ace. Sarah White, 12 kills and an ace. Tara Repnow, an ace. Rhiannon Grimm, 3 kills. Jessie Swanson, 5 kills. Rachel Bosch with 3 kills and a service ace for Sarah Berglund. With the win, Mayport CG closes out the season, 32 wins, 8 losses, and 2 ties. Hazen will finish up 33-4-4. And right now, the Patriots getting their individual plaque for winning the state championship. We'll come back. We'll continue with more on our post-game report right after this 2-minute timeout. Well, the awards presentation continuing here. We'll tell you who the all-tournament team is. I have that written down here. They gave that to me. I'll tell you here in a moment. First off, it's time for our player of the match selection. Going up 4 players in the match tonight for Mayport CG. Senior Ashley Strand, 18 service points, 4 aces. She ran off 7 straight points, 8 total in game 1. She had 10 service points, a couple of streaks of 5 in game 2. And Jen Cooley, who comes in for Ashley Strand when it's time to play at the net. 7 kills tonight, and they're all very big. Everybody else, I mean, it was a great team effort tonight, but some of the things that Ashley Strand and Jen Cooley did tonight earns them the co-players of the match honor. The all-tournament team being introduced right now, and that's on play here at the state tournament. Named to the all-tournament team from Delax Burlington, Faye Norby. From Tioga, Katie Bratling. From Napoleon, Cindy Johnson. From Langdon, Jessie Mostad. From Fargo Oak Grove, Allison Yohe and Sarah Russell. From state runner-up Hazen, Sarah White, Chrissy Wolf, and Jessie Swanson. And from state champion Mayport CG, they're represented on the all-tournament team by Amber Carlstead, Kristen Swift, and Mandy Peterson. Here is the Class B All-State team. Now, this is based on season play, and it's also selected by the coaches. Name of the All-State team: from Tioga, Katie Bratling; from Napoleon, Cindy Johnson; from Kenmare, Mandy Chose; from Rollo Rock Lake, Haley Mitchell; from Fargo Oak Grove, Sarah Russell; from the Lax Burlington, Michelle Rogney; from Williston Trinity, Felicity Seal; from Belva, Jessie Slindy; from Hazen, Jessie Swanson. Also named to the All-State team from Hillsboro, Kinsey Cole; Kayla Collin of Thompson, Jennifer Winters of Thompson, Angie Wachter of Park River, and from Mayport CG, Mandy Peterson. That's your All-State team. Again, as selected by the coaches. And right now, the All-State team is being introduced to the fans here. A lot of these players took part in the state tournament. Well, they were just done introducing all of the All-State players. Had to wait for someone to get out of court. Let's see here. Coach of the year is Hazen Kim Wolf. So Kim Wolf of Hazen named Coach of the Year. Your Miss Volleyball finalists are Cindy Johnson of Napoleon, Kayla Collin of Thompson, Carrie Arney of Lisbon, Haley Mitchell of Rollo Rock Lake, Jessie Slindy of Belva, Katie Brotleen of Tioga, and Jessie Swanson of Hazen. And Miss Volleyball for 1999 is Kayla Collin of Thompson. So that's 2 years in a row Thompson's had Miss Volleyball. Jessie Miller won it last year, and Kayla Collin is the winner this year. We'll come back here, wrap things up, and look ahead for you right after we take a 1-minute timeout. So I think all the awards have been handed out here. Mayport CG is your volleyball champions for 1999. There'll be a welcome home for the Patriots at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon at the Mayport CG High School gym. Welcome home for the Mayport CG Patriots at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Against State Wrestling, the Patriots had a couple of fourth-place finishers, Chris Ness at 112 pounds and Tim Cassette at 215. You'll hear Chris Mueller wrestling for the championship at 145 pounds as soon as we wrap things up here. Chris, of course, from Hillsboro. Hillsboro had some third-place finishers and other finishers. Mark Hammer will give us a rundown on all of those on our final wrestling report. They just announced that all 16 teams, Class A and B, get the sportsmanship banner for this year's state tournament. So recapping what's gone on here today on the Class A side. For 7th place, it was Bismarck over Williston 3-1. For 5th place, Fargo South beat Jamestown 3-1. 3rd place, Mandan over Minot in 3 straight. And for the championship, Red River beat Fargo North in 3 straight, snapping North's 34-match win streak. Class B for 7th place, it was Botany over Napoleon 3-1. For 5th place, Fargo Oak Grove took to Lax Burlington in 3 straight. For 3rd place, Tioga beat Langdon in 3 straight. And for the championship, Mayport CG defeats Hazen 3-0. Patriots winning by scores of 15-9, 15-13. And what was the final in the last game again? I got to double check that. Excuse me, it was 15-9, 16-14, 15-11. So congratulations to Coach Mary Chilvers and the Mayport CG Patriots. Their first appearance, they win the state championship, and that's 3 years in a row now that Region 3 has claimed the state championship. Thompson was a 2-time champ before this year. That'll wrap it up. We hope you've enjoyed volleyball coverage. We've enjoyed bringing it your way. We want to thank all of our sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. We ask you to stop in and patronize them. At the very least, thank them. They're the ones who make this coverage possible. Our engineers throughout the state tournament, job well done. Mike Keating and Craig Keating, also Mary Keating for her work back at the home studios there while we're on the road. Those people are what make everything else possible, too, and allow us to get all this sports coverage in. We thank them very much for their efforts back on the home front. So, from the Minot Municipal Auditorium, where Mayport CG wins the state volleyball championship 3 straight over Hazen, we got some more wrestling coming up for KMAV. I'm Dan Keating. Good night.